Now we have to discuss the different cases of mesh analysis. So, by default we have to calculate the currents if we have number of loops in the circuit providing voltage source on either sides. But if we have a current source in any of the loop, then how can we calculate that currents I 1 and I 2 up to so on I n if we have n number of loops. But in this case a current source exists in only one mesh, that is 5 amps current source is present in second loop. Then how can we calculate that I 1 and I 2? So, this is the one of the case, that should be case 1, a current source is exist in only one mesh. So, for this problem same procedure we have to follow. Simple, first we have to assume our own current direction, then write the loop equations. This is I 1, this is I 2, clear. Then from loop 1 by KVL minus 20 plus 6 I 1 coming to this branch 3 into with respect to loop 1. So, I 1 minus I 2 which is equals to 0, no elements are present. So, minus 20 plus 6 I 1 plus 3 I 1 minus I 2 is equals to 0. From this 9 I 1 minus 3 I 2 is equals to 20. So, this is the one loop equation. From loop 2, we have to write the equation 3 into I 2 minus I 1 plus 4 into I 2, but 3 into I 2 minus I 1 plus 4 into I 2. But coming to this element or source, how can we write? Then there is no need to write this loop equation. Why? Because he mentioned the current source in only one loop, that is loop 2 only, means this represents what? That second loop current. That I 2 is nothing but what? Second loop current. By default we are getting that current, but the direction should be here, the assumed direction is like this, but the given direction is like this. Assumed direction is like this, given direction is upwards. So, we have to get I 2 is equals to what? Minus 5 amps. It is opposite to that of assumed current direction. Okay? No need to write like this, because in the problem itself the examiner mentioned the value of current. That is why a current source exists in only one mesh, means we have to get one current by default. Simple, I 2 is equals to minus 5. Okay. So, substitute this value into this 9 I 1 minus 3 of minus 5, that is plus 15 is equals to 20. From this 9 I 1 is equals to what? 5. Therefore, I 1 is equals to 5 by 9 amps. I 1 is 5 by 9 amps and I 2 is minus 5 amps. So, like this we have to calculate the required variables, that is I 1 and I 2 up to so on I n if we have n number of loops. This problem is very important and this case is very important. Simple, by looking at that current source we have to write that corresponding loop current, that is it. Now, we have to discuss the different case, that is case 2, mesh with dependent sources. In previous case we have what? A mesh with consists of one independent current source in any of the branch, okay. But in this case we have only mesh with dependent sources. Then how to solve this type of problems? Dependent source means what? Here where is the dependent source? This is nothing but dependent source, that is current dependent plus minus, that is current dependent voltage source. This value is nothing but what? The corresponding voltage value of that dependent voltage source, current dependent voltage source. This 10 Ix is nothing but the value of voltage source. 10 Ix is nothing but the value of the voltage for this dependent source. Simple trick for this type of problems is, here the examiner mentioned what? 10 Ix. Ix is nothing but current. So, obviously, there is a path for this current in the given circuit. Obviously, you should mention by default. So, if for example, if he does not mention any current direction of this given dependent currents or dependent voltage source value, obviously, there is no answer for that problem. He mentioned 10 Ix here, obviously, there is a path for the current in any of the branch in the circuit. So, if you look at this branch, there is a path for this Ix, there is a path for this Ix. Because of this, we have to get that value of this dependent voltage source. If we did not mention anything, we are unable to calculate the value of the dependent voltage source. Simple. Okay, this is the path. The current through this 20 ohms branch is nothing but Ix. Okay. Same procedure we have to follow. Assume our current directions, that is I1, I2. Okay. From this, Ix is what? Like this, and I1 leaving and I2 entering. Clear? Simple. The mutual branch is nothing but 20 ohms branch. The current through this branch is what? I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1 with respect to loop 1. With respect to loop 1, the current through that branch is I1 minus I2 into 20 ohms if it is voltage drop. If it is with respect to loop 2, the current through this branch is what? With respect to loop 2, I2 minus I1, both are equal, both are correct. Simple, we get negative sign, that is it. But given the current through this branch is nothing but Ix only, which is equals to Ix with respect to loop 1, which is equals to Ix with respect to loop 2. Okay? Simple. From the circuit at this node, at node O, KCL, Ix entering current equals to Ix plus I2 is equals to leaving current I1, no? From this Ix equals to what? I1 minus I2. Same, I1 minus I2. Okay? This is 1. Now, we have to write loop equations from loop 1. From loop 1, minus 75 plus 5 I1 plus 20 into the current through this branch is nothing but Ix, that is it, which is equals to 0. So, minus 75 plus 5 I1 plus 20 into I1 minus I2 is equals to 0. From this 25 I1 minus 20 I2 minus 75 is equals to 0. That is 5 I1 minus 4 I2, which is equals to 25. That is it. Okay. This is 2. From loop 2, you have to write that KVL. So, starting from here, this is the nothing but voltage value. Remember this. This is current dependent voltage source. That is why 10 Ix is nothing but voltage value. That is plus minus. So, 10 Ix plus, coming to this, 20 into mutual branch I2 minus I1, because the current through this is what? I2, which is opposite to Ix. That is why 20 into I2 minus I1. Or simply have to take 20 with respect to loop 2, no, 20 into I2 minus I1. that is it, plus 4 into I 2 is equals to 0. So, from this I x is nothing but what? I 1 minus I 2 plus 20 I 2 minus 1 plus 4 I 2 is equal to 0. From this 10 I 1 plus minus 20 minus 10 I 1 minus 10 I 2 plus 20 I 2 plus 10 I 2 plus 14 I 2 is equals to 0. That is 10 I 1 minus 14 I 2 is equals to 0. So, this is equation 3. From this, from 1 and 2 we will get, it should be multiplied with 2. So, from 1 and 2, 10 I 1 minus 8 I 2 is equals to 5 I 1 minus 4, this sorry 15, 5 into 15, 75, no, which is equals to 30, 10 I 1 minus 14 I 2 is equals to 0. So, minus plus should be, this is what, 6 I 2 is equals to 30. From this I t is equals to what? 5 amperes. I t is 5 amperes, and then from this 10 I 1 minus 14 into 5, 70, which is equal to 0. So, I 1 equals to what? 7 amperes. So, I 1 is 7 amperes, I 2 is 5 amperes. So, like this we have to calculate the required answers I 1 and I 2. Simple. This is current dependent voltage source, means this value is nothing but voltage value. So, here he mentioned 10 I x, means the examiner should mention the path for the given current direction. That is, we have to look at this, that is 10 I x through this 20 ohms branch. With respect to this, we have to develop an equation, then substitute this I x in any of that 2 loop equations, then solve those 2 currents. This is the procedure to solve the currents with respect to dependent sources by using mesh analysis.